Oh, okay.
Why did you do that?
Do I want you to put it more on yourself? Because it's like, I feel like I'm louder than you anyways.
Well, we are live right now. Thank you guys for joining us. Josie is messing with the microphone right now.
I am. Here you go.
Jesus Christ, Josie. Just
That's good. There you go.
my Dukes, how are
Yeah.
you? You doing good?
Yeah.
Why I only see your
I only see like
your
I can't see your
face?
chin. Bring the
Oh, the table that this is on is higher for some reason. Can't
bring the screen down a little bit. There you go.
There you go.
Oh,
There
Okay.
she is.
All right. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us again for a Monday live stream with Josie, Tim, and my Dukes. So, this weekend, if you guys haven't seen, Josie and I took a little antique road trip and made our way up to Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And picked up some things. And my Dukes has already
Claimed.
Yeah, you can not scroll Facebook while you're live on YouTube, right?
I'm not scrolling Facebook.
What are you doing?
I was checking to see if I thought I heard a message. Something went off. Notification.
So if you guys haven't seen the video, we put out a video last night of the trip to Pennsylvania to the flea market and everything that we picked up. And my Dukes, I came today, I got to my Duke's house and I was like getting ready to photograph everything from the haul. And I'm like, the green teapot's missing.
As is the white one.
The white teapot's missing.
No.
And the piece of restaurant china, hotel china, railroad china, gone. I turn my head to the left and I look in the china cabinet. And sure enough, there it is,
sitting pretty. Oh my gosh!
But I told my Dukes that it was cool because she's
so much.
She's my Dukes.
I told him he could look up the price and see if it was like something outrageously good, then he could have it back.
Yeah, and I mean, what I do a lot of the times is I let my Dukes kind of hold on to things, and she can look at them until they sell.
That's good. That's nice.
Are you wearing new glasses, Mom?
No, they're the same glasses.
Something different.
I can't see anything now.
Put him back on. Oh my god!
Here's my little thing so I don't lose them.
That's
I
nice.
just had it back.
Yeah, Josie made me get one of those when we were in Ocean City.
Yes, exactly. And where is it?
It's on this pair of sunglasses.
Okay. And where are the sunglasses?
On my dresser.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's good.
All right, so we got 20 people in the chat right now.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and say some hellos to everybody. All right, first in the building is the Kelly Hustle, my man Calvin. Thank you for stopping by as always. Anthony, the bluegrass picker, is in the building. Anthony and Calvin have both been dropping some pretty dope videos lately, so make sure you guys are subscribed to them. Michelle, how you doing tonight, Michelle? I saw Michelle earlier in the quiz, Let's Get Quizzical channel with Nick and Andrea.
Did you get anything?
I did not get any points. I was kind of like working while listening, and I was trying, but it's so difficult because the lag difference between America and the UK. Joe Deals is in the building. Thank you, Joe, for dropping in. Kelly, how you doing, Kelly? Try flippers. How you doing? How you doing? Hi from the YouTubes. See, they were they stopped by because I've been doing this.
I can't stand
I've been going live on Instagram before we go live on YouTube or before I drop a video to kind of like just introduce people who might not be subscribers to YouTube channel but follow us on Instagram and kind of bring both worlds together. One of those people that was in with us on the Instagram channel was Happy Cowgirl Thrifter. Thank you for following us over to YouTube today. We also have Natural Girl always stopping by. Thank you. Gimbal is in the building.
Hello.
All right. And then another one of my favorites on Instagram, Backflash Antiques. They are absolutely amazing. So much style, like just great everything. I really enjoy watching looking at their Instagram all the time. Village Creek Mercantile is in the building. Marie, how you doing? David M, the car boot picker. How are you today? Harry, my Dukes and I was watching your video earlier on all those open salts you picked up.
Woo!
I think that one open salt that you said was a little bit heavier, that wasn't glass or porcelain. I think it's probably, from what I saw in the video, it looks like it might be enamelware. That's what you thought too, right, Mom?
Yeah, I thought it was enamelware.
So, and then that like mother of pearl lusterware one.
That was gorgeous.
That's gorgeous.
What kind of color was it? What kind
It was like, it looked like mother of pearl.
Iridescent, or it was very iridescent. Some of them were iridescent.
Jennifer, thank you for stopping by. And another one of our favorites from over in the UK, Ashley.
Hello.
I love it when
what time? I know. Don't you just love it when people from UK?
The UK stays up late for us.
We appreciate it. What time is it over there?
It's 11 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Who else is in the building? We got to catch up on the chat. Some more UK love. Georgina's in the building. How you doing, Georgina? All right. Steve, man, Steve had a killer GameCube haul from one of a new thrift store just opened up where he lives, and he got some killer GameCubes. And so Steve is the Toomey king. So you know what Toomey bags are,
I
right?
love Toomey. Didn't I give you a Toomey wallet? Was it you that I got?
No.
It was my dad. I'm sorry.
So I've never found a Toomey bag ever in the wild, but Steve from Pick and Roll finds Toomey bags like we find uranium glass.
That's crazy.
It's
I can't
insane.
believe it.
I mean, all types of Toomey stuff too.
I mean, Toomey stuff sells, like the smallest thing sells for like $500.
Well, it's not that crazy.
No, it is
but
that crazy.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, it is that crazy. I've seen wallets that are listed for $250 to $500.
Okay.
Have you?
No.
I have, in the mall.
Lone Star Picker is in the building also. How you doing today?
Especially, I want a backpack.
You want a backpack?
I want a Toomey backpack.
You want a Toomey backpack?
I'm gonna hit up. Yeah, I think that's what I want.
Oh, I know. I thought I saw Tracy in the building. She is.
Hello.
Yeah, I saw Tracy.
So, for those of you that don't know, is there an echo right now?
It sounds like it.
Let us know in the chat if you guys are getting an echo. You don't have, my Dukes doesn't have her Fortnite headphones right now.
Well, they hurt my head.
Are they heavy?
Yeah, they slide.
But for those of you that don't know, every time I'm driving, getting ready to head back from one place to another, and there's a YouTube show going on, I tell people that I'm checking in from the motorcade. So that's why Tracy hashtagged motorcade. All right, so I think we have touched base on pretty much everybody. No echo? Good. All right.
There's Night's Life.
Night's Life is in the building. How you doing?
Hello.
All right, so just a brief recap. Simply Dana is in the building. Rosie is in the building. All right, so just a brief recap this weekend. So the sales were pretty slow previous to the middle of this week, right? You'd say that
you were You were worried.
I was worried.
And you told me every day of this week that you were worried. And then I became worried.
My deuce, were you ever
Were
worried?
you worried?
Nah. You know, the stuff ebbs and flows and ebbs and flows.
So I basically, buckled down, and you guys will see, because I'm gonna tomorrow, hopefully I'll be dropping a new video on everything that's sold from Monday to Monday, because things started to pick up. And when they started to pick up was really when I started listing all those hats. So those hats started flying. What we sell, like 7 in 48 hours?
yeah. It was like the minute he listed them, it was like people, they just started selling.
And then we sold a big piece of uranium glass, big sale. Cambridge glass piece, draped lady, flower frog.
Yeah.
And that was probably like the highlight for me. That's when, as soon as it sold, I sent Josie a picture of it, and I was like, we're back. We're back in business. Back in business. So that's always makes you feel good. And like that piece, I found that in the estate sale, and luckily the people that were working the estate sale were my two favorite ladies. And they were like, yeah, I saw that piece in the ad. So when I went,
about you show people what it is? I mean, I feel like even if we talk about it, they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't necessarily want. All right, I'll give you guys a sneak preview.
I think you should give them context.
Because I haven't, you'll see that in the haul, in the what sold video, but let me just give you guys a quick sneak peek at the piece I am referring to. Let me pull it up for you.
Should I go get the stuff I pinched and show them?
What's that? Okay, here we go. Let me share the screen with you guys.
Look.
Oh, Mike Simone's in the building.
Really?
Yeah. My man, Mike Simone, what's going on, brother? He said he loved me. Speaks. All right, so let's take a look and show you guys what we have here.
How come I can't hear them?
Hear who? So this is one of the big ticket items that sold the last couple of days. This is a vintage Cambridge glass. It is a green draped lady, also known as Bashful Charlotte. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And I got super lucky. And as I was telling you guys, I got this at an estate sale for $10. And it had been sitting in my Etsy store for a while. And then I cross-listed it over to eBay, and it had gotten a lot of love, but it just never had any real traction on it. But it's one of those pieces. That's the thing, is like, you have something that's a really expensive piece. It's either gonna sell really, sell immediately, or it's gonna take a long time. It just needs the right buyer. So Thrift BCQ, my man Chris from Canada, is in the building. And I found out last night that Chris can sing.
No.
Not like sing, like he can sing.
Are you serious?
Like SANG.
I need to hear this. I need to hear this. I need to hear this only for the purposes of being a good judge. I don't doubt that you can sing, but Tim has an unusual judgment of those who can sing. He thinks that I can sing. I can't sing. So I really want to hear it. I really want to hear it. Do you have a video? Do you have anything? How do you know he can sing?
I saw it.
You saw it?
Mom, can you hear us?
I can hear now.
He can sing, huh?
No, you can hear us now.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I don't know what happened in the middle of when you were showing that the green lady. I couldn't hear her.
Okay. So if you guys don't know, you can find Chris on Twitch.
Okay.
And he does these like duets on Twitch with people, and he can sing. It was mind blowing. So I just had to, I always show the Canadians some love. But I had to show him a little bit of extra love because I was blown away at how he could sing.
Is his name the same on Twitch?
Chris, what's your Twitch name? Chris sounded like Adam Levine. See? I'm telling you.
Wait. Chris sounded like. Well, I want to find you on Twitch.
Chris, put your Twitch handle in there, brother. Drop it in the chat.
Yeah. So we can share it.
Thrift Beast on Twitch.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, look, Ma Dukes is writing it down. Josie's putting it down. I was like, man, this whole time Chris been holding back. You know, a lot of times people can sing, they do that. They hold back. They don't like to let people know they can sing. But then it be the people that can't sing that be letting everybody know they can sing. So yes, thank you. Bum Crack is in the building. The man, the myth, the legend. Bum Crack is in the building.
Well, I have to ask you, why did you choose that name?
It's great. I mean, if you're a picker, what else do people pick besides bum cracks? So that was the turning point basically for us during the week was when we sold that piece. That was a real big bounce back for us. And then next thing you know, the hats started flying off the shelf. I sold, all right, I'll give y'all one more sneak peek of a crazy sale from this weekend.
All right, Chris, I'm following you on Twitch now. So I'm going to go back tonight and I'm going to watch your videos.
All right. So this was an interesting piece. And I know when I told my Dukes today, on how much it sold for, she couldn't believe it.
I freaked out. Couldn't believe it. That thing has been sitting.
Wait.
Okay,
they can't see it yet.
Okay. So how long has this been in your family?
It hasn't been in our family.
Wasn't it in your family?
No.
Well, it was Dad's.
It belonged to my father.
So it was in your family.
I guess. When you say it's in your family, you make it sound like it's like an heirloom that's been passed down for generation to generation.
Okay, so how long did your father have this piece?
I don't know. Ma Dukes, tell us the story.
How old are you, Timothy? You're 36. He probably had it 36, at least 30. He probably had about 36 to 40 years.
So why a zebra?
He started collecting zebras and camels.
Yeah. And so when my mom was cleaning out the china cabinet, she made some cuts and she probably gave me about, I don't know how many pieces. It was 3 camels, 2 zebras, a tiger, a Scotty Dog trinket box. And I think that was it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And we sold the tiger. We sold
that old 50s dog with the fur face, or was it?
Oh yeah, the kitty, the cat. We sold the kitty. We sold the tiger. We sold the other zebra. We sold 3 camels. So this is a antique zebra figurine made in England. And one of the key points for this is you could see that the figure itself is actually a horse. Look, like if you were to take away the zebras, the stripes, it's more like a real horse shape because people didn't know what zebras really looked like back in the day.
They look like donkeys with stripes.
No.
Yeah, that's what zebras look like.
Okay. So
why did you just agree with me to dismiss me?
And this sold for
how much?
It sold for $114.75.
Booyah.
So yeah, that was a pretty crazy sale right there also. So we were pretty stoked about that. So it's kind of been going a little crazy lately, and thank God, because we had definitely hit a slow bump. And then last night when I was watching Tommy and Tracy's show, Tommy has this app where you can go to people's eBay stores and they tell you like what their ASP is, which is the average sale price. So the average price per sale.
Okay.
And ours right now on eBay is $48 per sale.
Wow.
So that's a good.
That's pretty high,
yeah,
I think.
So that's pretty good. And we only have like 400 something listings on eBay right now. Our Etsy store though is down to below 1,300. We only have about I think what do we have listed there right now? Let me see. So on Etsy right now we have listed. Is it going to tell me how many listings I have? 1,285. At one point we were at like over 1,600 listings on Etsy. Damn, that's crazy.
That's really low.
It's not really low.
Well, no, for us, because we've always kept it at least 1,400 pieces. I've never. That's kind of low.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, well, we need to go find some treasure.
At the risk of catching COVID.
Yeah, but we were safe. If you guys haven't seen, watch the video. It was pretty. We had a pretty fun time.
Prepared, like doomsday. We had our mask, our gloves, our sanitizer.
Should I bring up the stuff that I pinched?
If you want to.
Yeah, it's really, really neat.
Go ahead.
Maybe somebody recognizes it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So my Dukes is gonna go downstairs and she's going to
show us.
She's gonna pick up the things that she stole from our.
She didn't steal them, Tim.
Yeah, I gave them to her.
Yes. Okay, let's get it right.
And then after she does that, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys some quick little glasses in session. We're gonna go over keywords
that will help you identify
glass.
And
a lot of it almost. You can really apply the methods and techniques to any sort of piece. There's some characteristics that go cross into china, porcelain, any type of ceramics. So it's super interesting. Okay. Yeah. So my mom she has a pretty, if you go back and watch some of our older channels, you'll see
even so
our older videos.
Our older videos from the DC Fleet.
Not even just DC Fleet.
DC Fleet is
and then there's
great representation.
There's one haul video where I show you the contents of my mom's china cabinets. She's a big fan of Hall China and Flow Blue, and she likes copper and copper lusterware.
Big time.
But yeah. So you mentioned in the video getting your Pyrex stock up. Why do you make potential bad purchases to have stock? So in my honest opinion, it's the more inventory that I don't necessarily think that they're potential bad purchases. Like I usually, if I'm going to buy something that I know nothing about, I keep in this small range of price point that I feel comfortable with taking the risk
because
on.
It's a bargain, honestly.
Exactly.
For instance, an example would be the NHL, the National Hockey League cards that Tim got while we were in Pennsylvania. We don't know how much they sell at all. But
I do know.
At the time that we purchased them, we had no clue. But we took the gamble because it wasn't very much.
It was a couple of bucks.
And so the loss wouldn't be that great in the long run.
Yeah. And
so now knowing what you know about the cards, was it worth the purchase?
No.
But it was only a couple of bucks.
Yeah. But to get more specific into your question, wait 1 second, Mom. Let me answer the question.
I know. Go ahead.
So I believe that it's important to have a large amount of stuff listed because it just, to the buyer, the appeal is there that, okay, this person has a whole lot of things and it listed in his store, whether it be your Etsy, your eBay, your Poshmark, it doesn't really matter. All of those things. So when people come to the store and they see that, oh my gosh, they have 1,200 things listed and they have multiple items. Like in my Etsy store, I have 20 different categories. So specifically with Pyrex, one of the big reasons is because of the Bon Appetit article that we were listed in, people constantly come to our Etsy shop to shop for Pyrex.
Exactly.
And so Pyrex has always been and will always be one of my best sellers. So a lot of the Pyrex doesn't necessarily give crazy dollar amounts, but it moves fast and it looks good when you have a lot of it, because people feel like they can trust you as a seller if you have a large amount of certain items.
And it also brings a buyer to your website. It may be that that individual came into your website and looked at your Etsy store and was only interested at that time to purchase a Pyrex bowl, but then yet they see copper, yet they see china, yet they see uranium glass items, and they're just driven by the idea that, oh, I was also looking for that. I might as well just purchase it from this buyer because this buyer actually knows what they are doing.
Yes. So it's Ma Dukes disappeared.
No, bring her back.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, we should call her.
So the other thing is too is interesting is that somebody said, I had mentioned that to somebody, I believe it was Nick Hills on his show when he had us on his live, and I had mentioned this whole concept to him, and he was like, yeah, it's interesting because I remember somebody told me once that, would you buy an orange from somebody who only had one orange, or would you buy an orange from somebody who had 100 oranges? I mean, most of the time you're going to buy an orange from the guy that has hundreds of oranges because he looks like he knows what he's doing, you know? I mean, sometimes it works the other way too, I guess. Like, you know, maybe you buy the orange from the guy who has one orange because maybe he sold all the other oranges because the oranges was so good. I just now thought about that. That's like reverse psychology.
Okay, Tim.
All right, we're waiting to get Ma Dukes back here.
She said she accidentally hit a button, that she'll be back.
Well, she didn't say all that. She just said hit a button.
Well, no, she didn't mean to hit the button.
Yeah, I know.
So she accidentally hit a button.
But she didn't say that she's going to be back.
She's going to be back. Tim.
How do you know she knows what to do?
She knows what to do. Okay, have faith. She knows what to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So let me just call her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna call her because I know you and I both know Ma Dukes.
I have faith in her.
Right now, she's probably scrambling like, oh no.
So bad that you said that. Simone, the disrespect.
I'm in StreamYard. You see me?
No,
Yeah,
I don't see you.
We can hear you. We can't see you. We can hear you from the phone.
Well, I don't know why it says StreamYard in the corner. Okay. Oh, log in. Oh, it says something about it didn't let me create an account or something. Let me go back to Firefox and try. And tell you what, I'll type in I'll type in the what is it called again? What's the never mind.
It's called StreamYard.
You have to.
Oh my word.
Ma Dukes, what is going on?
Have patience.
I know. But I feel like she
Oh no.
I already know what's happening. She's
just send it to her.
I'm going to. I don't know why she just hung up.
She accidentally pressed the button.
No, I'm talking about just now. I was gonna walk her through it.
It's okay. She's got this.
So what was your favorite thing we picked up this weekend, Josie?
Wow.
And can you slow down on them margaritas?
No. So I am a big discount person. Okay. I do everything discounted. All the designer items that I buy, vintage items, I don't care. If it's a discounted rate and it's something that I like and I love, I'm going to get it. So, for instance, I loved when that one vendor said 2 for $1. I have never heard such a thing, not even at the dollar store. So when I heard that, I went searching throughout all these boxes. And when I saw the boxes, I instantly was able to identify a Wedgwood bell. I was overthrown. I said, oh my gosh, this one bell is probably comped at like $30. I just made 50 cents into $30. Amazing, right? We got 3 Hall teapots. What else did we get there? And I think even so, candlesticks. I can't quite remember. But the point being is that we purchased so many things for a discounted rate, and we're able to make more than 3 times the amount back. I mean, like, it's like 300 times, not even 3, it's like 500 times, not even 500. It's like 900 times the amount. Oh, Ace, come here. Come here, Bubba. Ace wants to say hi, everyone. Say hi. Say hi. It's okay, Bubba. Say hi. So Ace is going to be turning 2 next month.
No.
You said no.
No, I was talking about.
Is she back here?
No, I don't see you.
Oh, no. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. It's okay. It's okay, Bubba. Stay there. Stay there. It's okay. Okay. So anyway, I want to know how everyone's Memorial weekend is going. What did you guys do on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday? What did you do? I know what I did. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to join Tim on a scavenger hunt in Pennsylvania. That's what I did. Has anyone gone out to go shopping, to buy things, to buy goods? I'm quite interested. No one? Really? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Well, anyways, is she joining?
I don't know what's going on.
You don't know? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, my Dukes is having technical difficulties. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys a little. Basically, we got a piece on Saturday, and I had an idea of what it was. Oh, there she is.
You got her?
What happened, Ma?
I hit a button, and boom, everything was gone.
All right. So now you have your chance. If you want to show, everybody wants to see what you picked. I don't know if Backflash is still in here, but
This was part of the 2-for-1,
Okay.
right?
Where are you going?
I'm turning it around so they can see it.
Was this part of the 2-for-1, Tim? Please explain.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the
Okay.
here's the I should hold it up. Here's the we don't know, restaurant China, railroad.
Now we can't. You have to. You can't. You're not looking at the computer right now.
Come on, let me just try. Let me go this way. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Hold the RH close to the camera. Up. Move it. There. Oh, nope. To the other way. Keep going. Up a little bit. Up. Bung. Right there. So, if anybody recognizes that, we picked
Here's the bottom.
It's made by Syracuse, China. And when I picked it up initially, the way that it felt and that sort of logo gave me a very restaurant China vibe to it. But it's also very similar to restaurant wear or hotel China. But it is like a really heavy duty. All 3 of those pieces, when those are China, there are definitely
all
okay. Here's the other thing that she got.
See, they were so cute together that I said, I might have to keep those.
If you send me the picture of the glass that you want to know if it's worth anything, just send it to me on Instagram, and then I can pull it up for you.
There's some boo-boos on here. There's like a little white spot where the glaze didn't take on the top. And it's not like, if it was in perfect condition, you could probably get decent money for it.
Ah, that's what it is, Mom.
A shaving. Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
I'm lost.
I can see it right now. Put the little brush.
Yeah.
in there.
So it's probably
The shaving bowl.
Shaving cup.
For cream.
Shaving cup.
Okay, shaving.
Now remember when we got this, Timothy? I forget where we got this. Mayor. This is the. I'm so. Remember that Mayor China?
Yeah.
It was that cute little. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, look how cute they are together. You know how we decorate in threes? Yeah. How cute that is. And then put in this with it. How cute that would be. Nice little. But then, and then also, remember this one we got? I don't know where we got this one. This is a Homer Laughlin, though. All right, come on. 1, 2, 3. Remember this one?
Yes.
There you go. Upside down. Homer Laughlin. There you go. That was cute too. And I thought, oh, how cute. That's going to look with that. So I thought, well, this should stay home. But this one's cute too. The little white one.
Yeah.
With the recessed handle.
So
out of the 3, this is the only one that didn't have a boo-boo. The brown teapotty guy had a boo-boo on it.
I figured out with the brown teapot and the green teapot are they are the name of they're coffee pots technically. The green one and the brown one.
Teapots or water pots?
They're coffee pots.
Oh.
And I
Single
saw them.
serve?
What's that?
Single serve.
Yes, the really small ones.
No,
yeah, they are single serve.
Oh, come on, Timothy. This
definitely
hold more than a cup of coffee.
Well, what about the brown one? The brown one's got to be.
Brown one's big. That's a big one.
Yeah, it's definitely like a 3-cup coffee. 3-cup coffee pot.
Hi, David. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us as always, David. We appreciate it.
Enjoy your evening.
So, all right. So now we're going to break down a piece of glass that we picked up this weekend to kind of give you guys an idea of
how to identify pieces that you're unaware as to what they are.
Yes. Okay. All right. So why is this not taking the edits that I edit on them? It's blowing me so bad.
Did you press save afterwards?
I must not have.
You have to press done.
No, I mean I didn't do it on here. I did it on my phone.
Oh, okay. And then you're gonna share the screen.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. So this is a piece of glass that we bought. That we bought at the flea market on Saturday. So I'm a sucker for opalescent glass, obviously, as you guys know if you watch the channel. And so I saw this piece. I just took these pictures today. They haven't. I need to edit them a little bit, but I really liked this piece. I like any opalescent glass. So that's the first term that we're gonna go over for you guys. So if you guys see where my mouse is on the computer on the screen. Now, what makes a piece of glass opalescent is when you have this and I'm using words that are, I think, the people who don't necessarily know about glass would understand. So this is opalescent. When you have this creamy, milky sort of ombre to a piece of glass. So as you can see on this piece, it has this white layer right here on the top of the glass. So that is what you call opalescent. So, and sometimes when you hold it up to the light, it gives you this cloudy glass to clear glass. That's a great way also to describe that, Kelly. So right there, that's going to be your first word is going to be opalescent. So opalescent blue glass. So you would type that in on whatever it is that you search through, whether it's Google or Worth Point or eBay on itself or Etsy, anything that you're going to search on, you're going to search for that. So basically, I'll show you what that would turn up. So, opal.
There's your pot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I found it. You see? Look how much this one sold for. $50, $45.
Nice.
It's in perfect shape though, right?
Yeah. So ours would be a little bit less because it has a boo-boo on the spout.
Oh.
Opalescent blue glass. Okay. So obviously now you're in a world of trouble because you have 711 pages of pieces of blue opalescent glass. And you can see it's super popular stuff. It's one of Josie's favorites.
You send me a gift. It should be blue opalescent. Okay,
that'll be Josie's China pattern when they get married.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
What are we going to talk about a little bit later?
My mom explained something to me that I didn't know about.
About us getting married?
No, not about us getting married.
Okay, I just had to check.
Okay, back on track here. So now you have. Harry says you have to pay to join that site.
Yes.
You do have to pay. It is, for me, it's one of the best things I've ever invested in as a reseller. Because basically it'll tell you where the item sold, when it sold, how much it sold for. And, people will be like, oh, well, you can basically do that with other stuff. But for me, it's not that it takes longer. But for me, the biggest thing is you get a whole lot of other options. You get a library full of PDF books. You get a dictionary. You can add things to your vault. You get articles, all different types of stuff. You can look up markings on signatures, everything. So in my opinion, totally worth it, especially if you're going to start dealing with items like, antiques and stuff like that, because sometimes something that you're looking for hasn't sold on eBay in a long time because it might be a rare item. Over here, it stretches back years. And it's good for getting information because sometimes this is how I use to identify a pattern. So I'm using this right now, not necessarily to get the value of this piece, but to try and get the name of the pattern. And then I can thank you for stopping by, Night's Life. I appreciate it.
Bye.
But yes, Harry, if you don't want to buy it and you ever need me to look something up for you, just let me know. But so now we're on opalescent blue glass. Okay, so now what's the next major characteristic of this piece? Now, the edges, what would you say these edges are, Mom? They're not crimped, right?
No.
They're more just kind of like scalloped.
Yeah, I would say scalloped.
Yeah, it covers China. It covers everything, Harry. Anything and everything. Not just glass and China, but literally anything. So for me, the next major thing that I can pull off of this item to help me identify is the embossment that I see. Now, to me, it looks like a shell. What do you guys think?
Yep.
It looks like a shell, right?
Mm-hmm. Or NBC. So.
What?
It's not a fan.
No, it's a shell. For sure.
It's a shell.
Okay, so now we will go back and we'll put opalescent blue glass shell. Now, the thing that's going to happen here is what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of shell-shaped pieces like this. I have this piece in Vaseline. And we have this too. Now, see, you're seeing all these patterns that have shells in it. This is kind of interesting here. Now, this is obviously not our pattern. these have beads and they have these different patterns on the foot. So now we're kind of just trying to figure out where do we go from here. You just kind of keep going down. Do you see anything that looks familiar? You don't see it, not seeing anything. So now you're realizing that.
Oh, was that it? Did you just pass it? Oh no, I had the same base.
No, that's it, right?
No, not quite. It looks similar.
It does look similar, right?
But it's not the same thing.
What's different about this one?
You see it in the footed area. It doesn't have the beaded detail.
Where are the dots?
That's a dead giveaway.
It doesn't have it on one side, but it might have it on the other side.
Let's see.
Okay, so now this says,
and also at the top, it's not the same pattern. Is it? It is.
It is.
It is.
Okay, so now we've got Antique Jefferson Glass Company Shells and Dots Blue Opalescent Footed Bowl. So now you're like, okay, this could be it. Now remember, not everything that you read on the internet is true. So especially when it comes to pattern names and that works for glass, for china, anything. And pattern names, bless you, pattern names and makers. So what I like to do is then I like to kind of fact check something. So there's for glass, specifically older glass, and this, according to this person, is antique. Okay. Now that means is basically EAPG, which is Early American Press Glass. So this is a website that I like to use that is free. So this is called Early American Pattern Glass Society. The name of the website address is eapgs.org. Okay, and now from here, you can browse by makers, and you can see they have tons of makers. Now, remember, this is Early American Press Glass. Okay, and then you can also go to the pattern list. And I mean, you can only imagine like that. I say it all the time when it comes to glass. You can only imagine how many patterns there are. I mean, look at this list. These are all different patterns of early American glass. I mean, you're talking thousands and thousands.
It becomes really frustrating because a lot of the makers made the same patterns or tried to copy from one another or sold the patterns to another company. So identifying something that is actually what it is, it takes a lot of research sometimes. Yeah, for sure. And the other thing is that's why I always tell you guys to make sure you have the books, because the books are definitely super important. But what we'll do is we'll go by maker. Okay, so they said it was made by Jefferson Glass Company, which is what I thought when I picked up the item. Now here you can see, once you go click on their company, it tells you the years in which that company operated, you know, from the year 1900 to 1930, and where they made the glass. Now, to me, Jefferson Glass is one of the most underrated glass companies out there, because, you know, during that time period, a lot of other glass makers were, yes, it is a .org site, Ainsley. It is eapgs.org. Okay. So, I mean, they make some beautiful glass. Look at these pieces.
Look at that thumbprint picture.
Yeah.
The blue one right here.
Yeah. Woof. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a nice piece.
Thumbprint is coin dot and thumbprint are getting really popular.
Yeah. And this is one of those pieces that we sold. Remember this one right here? And the one that we sold was very unique because it was no opalescent on it right there. But yeah, they make some beautiful pieces. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, that's rose bowl. Is that no? That's a.
They're footed rose bowls, I think is what you would call them.
Oh.
Yeah, vase, rose bowl, or fernery.
Huh.
Is that how you say that word? I'm not sure.
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, so let's see if we can find. Let me double check. What was the name that the guy used? Shell and Dots. I'm pretty sure they do this.
Did you just pass it? Go back up a little bit. Right. Oh no, is that what's that one? No, that's not it.
Now, see, this is the other thing is that if you notice when you look at this, how the shells and dots are in quotation marks. Is that right?
Yeah.
So that means that this is a name that was a lot of these glass companies early in the day, when they would release a piece of glass, they would name the glass by a number. So over the years in which people collected these pieces, they began to give them names. So that's kind of what how the name became synonymous with the piece. So the name is probably, unless you know the actual number, you're not going to be able to find it by the pattern name. You would have to hope that you can find it by the way it looks. So what we'll do now is we'll go to pattern list. And we'll find shell and dots. Shell and dots. So you'll see it says Jefferson Glass number 211. And OMN stands for original maker's name. So here we go. That's our piece right there. Now, the thing that's interesting is now, remember, if you saw our video that came out yesterday when we picked this piece up, I mentioned to you that I thought it would have been a repop. Now, this guy's piece to me is either a repop or somebody else tried to make this pattern, another glass company. Because like Josie pointed out, this side does not have the dots on it. Now, if you look here, you'll see that the dots are on all four sides. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go back and take a look at my piece. All four. The dots are on all four sides. So now we have a match. This is Jefferson Glass Company number 211, which is the original maker's name by Jefferson Glass Company. And the AKA is either beaded fan. So
known as.
So you initially had mentioned the word fan, Mom.
Fan?
Yeah, you initially, yeah. So, and then I said shell. And the funny thing is that it carries two AKAs. One has a shell and dots, and one is beaded fan. So now, just by doing this, you can kind of like put those sort of names in your head, because anytime you see like a shell, you can use the keyword shell, use the keyword fan. Anytime you see something with dots or beads or ropes, you can use the word beaded or dots. So now we have the full name. We're going to look it up. Jefferson Glass. Let's see. Shells and dots. And here we go. So this piece that we picked up on Saturday for $8 just sold on eBay in April for $45.50. So basically just now what I did was show you guys from bringing a piece of glass home that I didn't know exactly what it was, and figuring out who the maker was, the name of the pattern, and how much to sell it for. That's basically from beginning to end right there. So that's, I hope that helps people, because obviously that's what we try to do is, I mean, for me, I get excited when opalescent glass is just, it does it for me. I mean, what do you enjoy the opalescent glass too, right, Mom?
Yeah, I do. But I got rid of just about all of it except for maybe one piece.
A couple of pieces of opalescent blue glass.
Yeah, There's a piece of opalescent blue glass. It's in the cabinet in there. Remember? I'll go get
it. Okay.
Don't touch any buttons.
Hey Mel, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Harry, I mean, it's a really nice piece of antique glass.
And I'm kind of thrown off and surprised by it only selling for $45 in April, just because it was a piece that was made in like the 1900s.
Yep.
Why is it so low, Tim?
I mean, I guess for multiple reasons. Jefferson glass, there's not a lot of Jefferson glass that is like super, super expensive. Your phone? Can you look that up on your phone, or is it paying the button in your real website for the full page? For which one? For the Early American Press Glass Society website or for WorthPoint? All right, Ma Dukes is going to show off some of her opalescent glass.
Well, that's my only piece. I mean, this was part of what we were going to sell. Is
there a marking on that?
Yeah, there's a marking on it, but no. No, not really. But what was wrong with this? Did it have a crack, or for some reason we decided not to sell it? I don't know. It's because it had a crack, or
is it a sugar bowl and it's missing its lid?
Yes, that's a possibility. There's a room there where a lid could go. Yeah. But that piece I had a whole lot of moonstone.
Oh shit.
But see, this right here is I love
this one.
This was never considered. This was never considered to be put in with the stuff to sell. This belonged to my mom, and it was like it just wasn't going to be put in. That's my favorite piece of opalescent. And it's not huge, so, it's not going to be taking up a lot of room. And I have that. That's very sentimental to me. So that went in. Oh, I bet it is.
Richie Donna. Is it Richie Donna?
Richie Donna.
Look at you, Gimbal, my man.
God,
you writing that down?
I am. Hotel.
Wow. Gimbal, thank you.
You see, and that's what I love. I love how these sort of things get a cranking. Like it's just sometimes it can be really tedious and just like draining researching stuff, right? But sometimes when you figure something out, I might be by myself. Where you going, Mom?
I just thought of another piece.
Okay.
What did we do with that big rose bowl that was striped? Did I keep that up here, or did we put it?
I'm not sure. But what I was going to say is sometimes when you do research and you figure stuff out, that feeling you get is so rewarding, and I can't describe it sometimes. But Gimbal, that is amazing. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Gimbal with the knowledge. Hey Neil, how's it going? Another traveler from the UK. And see, I think that's one of the main reasons why I get super excited about stuff, because I don't know, like when you figure something out, like, and get the backstory, like where it's made and stuff like that, like it's super interesting, and it's a lot easier to sell when you have a backstory too.
One more piece, just this one, this rose bowl. I don't remember what was wrong with this one either. I think it just wasn't worth much, and I think there was a crack somewhere. It has a lot of boo-boos on it, but that's the third piece. So I actually have 3 pieces.
Okay, you want to try and take those pieces and see if we can figure out what they are right now?
Well, yeah. Why don't you do this? Didn't we decide this was called? I don't know.
It's not because there's one that's like a corn cob that's like that. It's going to be difficult because I can't see. You got to hold it up.
This is probably the easiest. This is a spooner. Maybe it's a spooner.
Yeah.
Is that a ring of fire on the top? You can't see
The
it.
opalescence, I mean, a lot of times any of the opalescent glass will have that ring of fire. Yeah.
Yeah, this has a huge ring of fire on the top. What do you think this is? Northwood?
I think so. I think it's like, so bring it really close. All right, there you go, all the way up. Because you see those ridges on the, no, up, tip it up, tip it up, tip it up, tip it up. Okay, you see those ridges on the bottom there, like to go all the way around the Rose Bowl? Those ridges remind me a lot of Northwood, Alaska. Let me see. Patternless. You can hold it down for a second.
Thank you.
Okay. Browse pattern list. But I don't know if they made it in that color. Alaska.
That's not what they call French blue is a more like, is French blue more like that? Because I remember when I was collecting.
I can't see right now.
Okay, when I was collecting it, there was French blue and
I'm not seeing it, but this is why I have that feeling that it was this pattern. Let me show you. Okay, you can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. Alaska, you're right. It might be Alaska.
But I don't know if they made spooners or not. And I don't
It is a sugar bowl.
Klondike.
I had another really nice piece. I had that, remember? And we sold it. That's one I decided to get rid of, was that one, and we sold it.
So let's see. Opalescent blue spooner. Oh, look at that.
Yikes, what color blue is that? Cobalt blue opalescent. I've never seen a piece of cobalt blue opalescent.
Neither have I.
In all my years of looking, never saw that. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's sort of on the end, but that flares out too much.
Yeah, it flares.
The last one on the top row, you just went past it. Back up. Oh, there it is. It's a sugar and a creamer, right?
Yeah.
Fluted scroll, but
no top.
Fluted scroll blue opalescent. That kind of looks like it.
But does yours?
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it.
But does at the top have shells?
Yeah, the top is, yeah.
Wait.
No,
like look on the inside. Oh,
it's on the outside. The shell.
I can't see it. You got to put it to the camera.
Well,
you're not.
There you go. Can
nope.
you see it?
Nope. You're completely off screen.
Let me see the top.
Right there.
Inside.
Okay.
Right there.
This shell. I see it. But like when you hold something, hold it to the camera.
I have issues with I was never good at now. See, I go left, I go right.
There you go. Now go straight in. Go straight in. Up, 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 down, down. Now you're moving again. Like what do you do? You look like a drunk person walking.
There it is. Ah.
Okay. All right. So it does have shells.
Yes, it has shells.
All right.
Yes, it does. Inside and out.
Okay. So let's see. Fluted scroll. Yeah, this was when you were upstairs. We're looking at this one.
But my creamer didn't look like that. They didn't go together. They were a little different. The one that I got rid of.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna see if that's actually a real pattern name or not. Fluted scroll. Also see Klondike.
I like how they spelled it. Spelled it Klondike. Israel had a Klondike bark today.
Is that it, Mom?
Yeah, but my the feet look the same, and the bars on the side look the same, but mine has more opalescent to it.
Yeah, well, that's because it's glass, and
they don't have shells.
They do have shells. This is literally what we were just doing in the last 5 minutes.
I did not see the shells at all.
I saw them when she showed it to us, but the reason why is that her shells are more difficult to see is because it has more of the opalescent on it.
Okay.
So the actual definition of the shell makes it more difficult to see. But the opalescence on glass is a variation.
Yeah, like my shells look like that, but my opalescent is goes about a third of the way down.
Yeah.
And that just looks like a little bit of opalescence on the shells. That looks a lot more clear. That doesn't look very opalescent-y.
Okay, feel the flowers or the shells, I guess.
The definition of them are not very, very. I can barely feel a dent.
So does it? It feels
that
more
looks
like
deeper. That looks more like shells than mine. Mine are flatter.
Tracy says maybe it's a repro ?
Mine, this might be a repro, yeah. I just like the look of it.
Like, see, this one has
those pretty.
They're pretty. Yeah, maybe it's not Northwood. Maybe it's a different maker.
Let's see if what we're gonna find here. All right, so opalescent blue Klondike sugar bowl.
Well, that says creamer and spooner. That one called it a spooner.
It looks more like that. Or like that.
Now, see, I remember now. Now I remember looking this up because this is why. This one has a top to it. We just never had it.
There is a top to it.
But that's a sugar bowl, right?
Yeah.
But the other one, this is a spooner. See, Northwood blue, white opals, and sugar bowl spooner. It's the same. They got both descriptions on it, sugar bowl and spooner.
So it is made by Northwood.
Yeah.
I mean, this one looks more like yours, right?
Yeah, that does. That looks more like mine.
All right, so that's another piece of glass that we have identified. All right, what's next?
Do you want to look that one up?
Yeah, I love that piece.
Mm-hmm. Is that Northwood? Is that Northwood also?
All right, let's see if you can get it in the middle of the screen.
All right, to the right, to the middle, to the right.
Up. All right, so this looks like trees. It looks like a tree, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything else about that you want to tell us?
Well, yeah, it looks like a tree. It's cool because the trunk is down there and the branches are going up the side of the.
Well, we can't see because you're keeping.
I know. See the branches coming up from the trunks?
Yeah.
There's a good one.
Tracy asked, what is a spooner?
A spooner is something you keep your spoons in?
Yeah, but they can't, it depending on the size of it. This would, yeah, you can put regular spoons in it. They just put it on the table. Goat legs.
All right, so we're gonna
go.
This
is definitely wood because it looks like they chopped off a little piece.
She was joking.
She was joking.
All right, so let's go in opalescent blue tree vase. Now, see, this is the thing. This is like when you find a piece for cheap. When somebody just lists something as stunning opalescent Art Deco tree vase, blue vintage. Like they really don't know what they're talking about to a certain extent.
It is Art Deco though, right?
I guess you could kind of say. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't.
What is she asking for it?
No, they sold it already for $20.
Oh.
That was like 14 years ago. Here goes another one. Aqua blue opalescent glass bud vase tree branch. Look at these one. This one right here I've seen before. This one is amazing. I love this piece. Isn't that rad? I seen that in
that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really dope. All right, Harry. Thanks for joining us, brother.
Hey, Harry.
Bye, Ashley. Thanks for joining us. All right. So this person, look at this. Vintage Fenton or Northwood. Like it's one of those. This person says Dugan.
Huh.
Okay.
I mean, it's tough. Ooh. And see, look, somebody took that old Northwood piece and they remade it with a different mold in a different color.
Huh.
It's crazy. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Ooh, this one's a little tougher. Now, this is what I be trying to tell y'all when it comes down to these pieces. There's multiple makers. Let's see. Let's try Twig.
Oh, look at that. It's plain white.
Or is it that one?
Clear, I mean.
See, look at these different. Now, yours doesn't. Let me see yours again one more time.
It goes in. It's got to be the second one that
So
they showed.
hers goes in and then flares out.
Show the second one.
Okay.
The bottom is just straight up around.
Oh. Okay. Sure. So this one's probably a repro. This one is the real deal. Twig
Does it look? Is it taller?
All right, let's see. Pattern list. It contains. All right. So look at all the different variations this was made in. You see it, Ma?
Yeah, I see. But don't you think mine's a Northwood?
Well, this is what we're looking at. Twigs, aka Northwood, the company, introduced in 1898. It's a novelty vase, is what they refer to it as. It was made by Northwood Glass, Dugan Glass, and Dugan Diamond Company. The pattern is shown in 1898 catalog and again in the 1906 Butler catalog. For those of you that don't know, is if you ever come across this right here, pick them up. A, they're worth money. B, they're like the most valuable piece of information that you could understand. It's the Butler catalogs. Catalogs are one of the number one reliable sources of identifying anything, glass, china, any of that stuff. So they say it was shown, and it says it was made by Harry Northwood till he started Northwood Glass Company, and then Dugan continued to make the same thing. So I guess that's one of those tough ones, but this one's yours right here, right?
The first one.
Yeah, but not my top-ish. My top. Maybe it's the color, but mine looks closer to the yellow one.
Yeah, this one looks like yours, but in the different color.
It's in yellow. Yeah.
Pretty interesting,
So we
right?
like yellow, but just a different color.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Northwood twigs.
I know, right, Tracy? Isn't it confusing?
Yeah, that's good. Nevermore Antique says George and Tim should do a show together on glass.
Look at this one, Mom.
Yeah, that is. What do they call that? Lilliput green opalescent. Ooh, boy, that is a beauty. Ooh, twig rare. Look how it twists up at the top. That's sweet.
Like right all the way at the back of the top of the vase too.
Ooh, that's some pretty carnival glass there.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's it. Just a different color. And the opalescence on that one goes down.
And see, that's the thing. That's why I know that I always stress to people about uranium glass and Vaseline glass. And the value difference between that opalescent blue piece and this piece is the same piece, just different colors. But because it's Vaseline glass, the value is quadrupled in this case. And I would imagine that the scarcity of Vaseline and uranium pieces of older glass it's a lot more rare than the blues, because the blues were probably easier to make than these green and yellow ones.
Yeah.
All right, let me type in blue and we'll just kind of get an idea of what the highest price point of yours was. Look at some of these pieces are crazy. See, I mean, yeah, yours is gone for, $75, $70, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do one more piece.
All right, we'll do this one then. The rose bowl, big rose bowl. It's not one of the littler ones. And it's a swirl. And we just think we decided that this was not Fenton when we were looking at it the first time.
Okay, so hey, Kat, thanks for stopping by. Yellow is green. Yes, Vaseline glass will always be yellow. Uranium glass will always be green, but Vaseline glass is also uranium glass because it does contain uranium oxide. Vaseline glass is primarily is color based. It has to be yellow to be Vaseline to a true collector. All right, so pull it up on the screen one more time. Okay, so one of the biggest obstacles with pieces like this is the difference between swirl and spiral.
Was that a swirl?
But that's what I'm trying to say is like it's difficult to know what's a swirl, what's a spiral.
Spiral goes up and around like that. Swirl would swirl. That's swirl. I'm betting you that's a swirl.
Okay. If something is elegant etched glass in yellow, does that make it Vaseline glass? No. Vaseline glass has that.
They don't usually etch Vaseline, do they?
The glass that you're thinking about is just a yellow depression glass. Vaseline glass has to have that sort of that same yellow tint as those pieces that I've showed you. The pieces that you're talking about is just a yellow depression glass. Sometimes those might glow, but it's very faint. But yeah, there's two different things. Vaseline has to have that, like, I want to say it's pretty much like a brighter yellow. Like if you look up Vaseline glass or Vaseline, like what Vaseline used to look like back in the day, that's why they call it Vaseline glass. That's the best like visual description you could have. Yeah, yellow depression glass will tricks a lot of people. It does not glow, but sometimes it does.
Isn't it pale though? Isn't yellow depression glass kind of pale compared to Vaseline?
Yeah, Vaseline glass is much more vibrant. All right, so you're going with swirl over spiral.
I am.
All right. And now, would you say that that's optic?
Yes.
Okay, so do you guys see these keywords that I used just now? All right, show it one more time. All right, so that is the piece that we're trying to identify, and these are the keywords we. Oh shoot! No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. All right, and these are the keywords I used. What's so funny, Mom?
I have bought yellow depression glass thinking it would glue, but it didn't. And then Junko Price, it so depends on what mind-altering substance one has taken in. I do love the Ring of Fire, though.
All right.
There it is. Isn't that it?
There's one in.
You think this is it?
No.
No?
I think yours are smaller.
What's the size of that?
Your swirls are thinner than that.
But Josie is saying that the lines on yours are thinner than this.
No. No. Looking at it, doesn't look thinner to me.
Okay.
Doesn't look thinner. Can you save that picture so I can put it next to mine? Well, let me see the bottom of that again. My bottom, yeah, I don't have a lot of swirls in the bottom. Just a few. There's a lot of opalescent in that. Mine does not have that much opalescent. But again, you know.
It's glass, so it's handmade. There's going to be a lot of
variation.
Yeah.
What about that one on the left?
This one?
That one.
See, this one?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go here. Let's see. What did we say? You went with spiral or swirl?
I said swirl.
Oh my goodness! Look at all the swirls. Oh geez. So this is one of those ones that just you could spend hours upon. Well, see, there's a Northwood glass had. Oh, that's a different type of swirl. Opalescent swirl. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. Oof.
Look at that yellow one. Whoo, Nelly. That's a nice one. Now that's, yeah, I guess the way, you know, looking through mine makes that same look where it almost looks like you're looking through to the back and it makes a crisscross pattern.
Like this, the most easiest looking pieces are the ones that are hard, you know. And see, look, Tracy says I would just keyword it, price it high, and keep rolling personally. There is a lot of times that I do that. My Dukes will tell you. And I mean, sometimes you got to shoot for the stars.
Don't worry. Some picky person will say, you have this listed wrong. They'll point you out if you misidentified or overpriced. They'll be all in your grill when you do that.
But see, for me, like one of the main reasons why it's important to figure out, if possible, maker and pattern name. People who are hardcore collectors are searching for those words. So like if you don't have those words, then it's going to be harder to find. Secondly, there's a lot of times where like the price difference is crazy.
Significant.
Yeah. And then it's like
it's hard to see the ring of fire on this one. The sun's gone down, so I don't get it like this one though. Boy, this one is like woo. That's the ring of fire.
So look, it's funny you say that, Tracy, because that happened to me a lot when I first started. Because when I first started and my mom would give me stuff, she would just be like, yeah, this is Fenton. And I'd be like, all right, cool. And I listed as Fenton. And then one day somebody like pointed out to me that, it's not Fenton. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, Ma, I thought you told me this was Fenton. And she was like, I mean, I thought it was. I mean, when I got it, I thought it was Fenton.
So you see, I bought it thinking it was Fenton, but you got to have somebody to.
One of the biggest switcheroos that people pull is Anchor Hawking Moonstone.
Atlas.
Anchor Hawking Moonstone versus Fenton French Opalescent Hobnail. Those two always get mixed up by people, and that was one of the ones I mixed up too. So it's crazy. All right. I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie.
I am too. I was going to go get some coffee.
That's a plan.
All right. So, my Dukes, thank you as always.
You're welcome.
What's on the docket for tomorrow?
You're going to Costco. Because we're getting low on packing tape and Scotch tape. So he's going to Costco. And then we're going to wrap some stuff, right? You're going to the storage unit.
I gotta go to the storage unit.
And then we have packages we have to wrap for Thursday, right?
Yeah, this happens all the time too. Hazel Atlas and Anchor Hawking. Well, no, tomorrow's Tuesday. So we're gonna pack. Well, I just sold a couple of things on eBay too that we gotta pack for tomorrow. But besides that, everything is already packed.
You can take that straight to the post office.
Yeah, but I'm gonna stop by the storage unit and pick up. Well, I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Yeah. I guess I'll come by first and go to Costco. And then
we're boring people with what we're going to do tomorrow. Are we off?
Yeah, drop a link to your premiere, Kat.
30 minutes. Bye, guys.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. But tomorrow we gotta get cracking. We gotta make some moves. Thanks, Steve, for watching as always, bud.
I want to ask some people too. What do you think about party light?
And we gotta make a video.
Getting rid of party light. Getting rid of what else? Ooh, Nurse Flipper sold some Nippon. I like Nippon.
Kat, you gonna drop the link? Drop the link to your premiere before I leave. Ooh. I'll do it. I think I can do it. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun as always. Oh, yeah. Go check out Eric.
OBX too. OBX.
My Dukes is a big.
OBX. It's having a premiere right now.
Yep, at 7:30.
We got to do OBX first, and then Nerd Slipper. We'll do them on the phone and the computer.
Thank you to Tracy as always.
Bye. Oh, the dog wants in. Gotta go.
All right, let's see what you got. You got you a professional. Oh, she's good now. She's good now.
Getting off.
She's good now. Getting off. Getting on. That's a whole nother story.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I know. Costco tomorrow morning. Dreading it. All right. Thank you guys very much. We had a blast. Josie looks like she's ready for a nap after those 2 margaritas.
I am. Not gonna lie. I'm ready for a nap.
All right. New video coming tomorrow, hopefully. Ma's always woke. That's for damn sure. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Head, elbow, nose, toes. How does that go?
Knees, elbows.
Bye.
What's the knees?